Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is Monday, so that's, great. It's actually been a decent day. Today went by really quick for me at work. I had some dinner and just was doing some random stuff, listening to an audiobook. But Amberlynn uploaded a video earlier today, and it is titled Weigh In Week 6. Beating food addiction, denial, and anger. Yeah, I don't think she's beating her food addiction, but we'll see what her take on that is, or if she has a plan to beat it. Denial, who knows, and anger. Is she going to yell at her audience again? That's the question on that one. Are we going to have an angry Amberlynn on our hands? An angry Lynn? So, I guess let's, get to it, I guess. See what Amberlynn's going to tell us. So this weigh-in is weigh-in 6. We knew her weight in her last video, and she was down like 8 pounds, I think, total. So I'm wondering if this weigh-in is a different day weigh-in, or if it's the same number. Well, we'll find out if I watch, I guess, right?
Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of my weigh-ins. So in this weigh-in video, it's gonna go like all the other ones. I'm gonna answer 5 weight-related.
Let's just slur my words together. I haven't even been drinking. That's supposed to be saved for April Lauren videos. We will see if I keep any of these in. I might remove some. We'll just have to see.
Body-related, food-related questions that you guys have asked me either on Instagram or under my community post here on YouTube. And then I'm gonna tell you guys my weight, how much I lost or gained this week, and kind of like how the week went. So, you guys, since I've gone through menopause, I don't take estrogen anymore. My hair texture is the worst it's ever been.
It looks a little coarser, a little drier, maybe.
And I think this is one of the big reasons why I wear my hair up in poop bun all the time. And people hate on me for it. It's because I don't know, it's just more dry now, and it has like these little tiny curls that I don't know where they came from. I mean, obviously it's not like curly hair, but it's just like this weird waviness, but it's just like
you can get product for that, right? To, I guess, condition the hair so it isn't as coarse or dry.
so dry, and the only way that it looks good, in my opinion, is if I straighten it, but I don't like adding heat to my hair all the time.
Also, real quick, I thought her hair was a slightly lighter shade of brown than what it is here. Has her hair gotten darker? For some reason, I thought it was a much lighter shade of brown, but it could just be the camera and it could just be the lighting.
Whole thing. That's not what this video is about, but I don't know. I just feel really self-conscious about it, but I felt like I needed to wear my hair down more because poop bun is making me feel self-conscious as well. So it's like, when do we win here? All right, let's get on to the questions. First one is, what's helping you this time? A lot of people say one day at a time, and I disagree. I feel like it's one discomfort at a time. You guys have...
Oh my god, what is this kick with discomfort lately? Who did she see in a video or a TikTok, or where did she see this whole discomfort bullshit? I just don't know.
Been hearing me say the word discomfort a lot lately, and I think I want to explain a little bit more what I mean by discomfort. So when I feel the urge to eat, when it's just like out of boredom or out of like emotional eating or just like the food addict in me, that is the discomfort I'm talking about. Normally, I would just cave into those cravings, I would cave into those feelings, and I would just eat not because I was hungry. Listen, it's not when I'm hungry. That's like the deciding factor here. Because if I'm hungry, obviously I'm gonna eat.
If I'm hungry
Something, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna choose healthier options. Protein, fruit,
Aria?
veggies. Like if I'm hungry, it's not like my standard mealtime, then I will allow myself to eat one of those things. But what I mean by like discomfort is when I just want to eat. It's a food addict. I'm not actually hungry. It's more so head hunger and not like true body hunger. I'm this size because normally I would never have that discomfort. I would never allow myself to become uncomfortable because I would just cave and I'd be like, oh, I want hot Cheetos, sure. Oh, I want chocolate, sure. Oh, I want to order takeout, sure. But saying no is where I become uncomfortable and there's a discomfort feeling. It's just one of those at a time. And I want to say in a day, I probably have up to 5 and they don't last long. They don't at all. It's like waves. It comes in waves, lasts about
yet on the horizon. I know I've got some more of those waves coming.
3 minutes. And the more I say no, the easier it is becoming. And it's like a muscle, a willpower muscle, metaphorically here. It's like the more you use it, the more you use that muscle, the stronger it's going to become.
The more you're able to push past the, oh, I just want to eat, it does become easier, but she's making it sound like this huge big ordeal, and maybe for her it is, but she's been talking about this for 3 or 4 videos now about how I just sit in that discomfort and I get past that discomfort. Well, yeah, you should have been learning how to do that all through this past year, working with your psychologist. That was part of the binge eating, or the, what was it? The eating disorder program.
And, you know, I know this journey isn't going to be perfect. You guys have seen me drastically gain weight my whole journey on YouTube. And that's
the journey isn't going, it hasn't been perfect. You had done so well a year ago, or during the last year. You had dropped down to being down 100 pounds. And then in a matter of like 2 months, you gained back like 60 of that. At least. About 60 of it. That is crazy. That does not show sustainability for weight loss surgery.
like reality of a lot of people who try to lose weight. And unfortunately, mine is on YouTube, documented under a spotlight. There it is. And I know that's my fault. Most people who reach my weight, they have the same past. It's constant yo-yo dieting, and all you're really doing is just like gaining weight. And I think to finally be successful, something has to click up here. And something clicked for me, and it's the fact that I beat discomfort. You guys are gonna hear this word.
Am I gonna have to start bleeping out the word discomfort? But
me a lot, and you're probably gonna get really freaking annoyed, but I've come to terms that that is what is holding me back, and that is what has been messing me up, because every time I feel that uncomfortable feeling and I have to sit there with my feelings and I have to sit there and process, why do you really want to eat right now? Because your ass is not hungry. Normally those are the times where I would cave, and I didn't want to like.
That's what she should have been doing the entire time she was with a psychiatrist and psychologist, whatever it was. Figuring out what is triggering her to eat. And she has said in previous videos that just when she's sad, she wants to eat. When she's hungry, she wants to eat. The act of eating triggers her to want to binge and eat more. And her program should have been teaching her ways to cope with that, instead of her coming up with this, oh, I'm just gonna say no to it. It's not this big revelation. It's really not. I want to eat, but I'm not hungry. I'm not going to do it. This isn't some drastic, world-altering discovery of saying no to eating something when you're not hungry. She's making it sound like it's this huge ordeal and this great discovery that she came up with.
Dive deeper into how I'm feeling and all that stuff, but now that I'm willing to do that, it has just made this journey so much easier. Next question. Are you afraid that getting weight loss surgery will make your relationship with food more complicated? No, I don't, because right now my relationship with food isn't complicated at all. This is the healthiest.
Ma'am, you have a food addiction and a binge eating disorder. Your relationship with food is complicated. You need to put that shit on Facebook. I'm in a relationship with food and it's complicated. Because, yeah, you're still struggling through this. You haven't overcome this yet. You can't go to the grocery store and walk down the aisles without wanting to buy everything and be triggered by it. I would say your relationship is still complicated with food.
Mindset wise, the healthiest I have been with food, I think, my whole life. And I can say that with my full chest. Like, my
Oh, shades of young dumb honey bun there.
whole life, I have not felt so at ease around food. I am understanding nutrition more.
If you felt at ease around food, you'd be able to go to the grocery store.
Because I now see a dietitian at the weight loss clinic where I want to get weight loss surgery, and I took a dietitian course, and it's like,
good Lord, this is just going to have expert dietitian Lynn here in the future because I took a 2-hour dietitian course.
Okay, so everything that I have known before, I was obviously right, but I never took those steps in my weight loss journey while accepting the discomfort. Again, we're back with that discomfort. Like, that is literally,
of course, she's always been right.
It for me. And it's like, if you understand, you understand. And if you don't, you don't. And you're probably looking at me like I have a third head. Third question, speaking of threes, do you see
a third head? She have 2 already?
any coincidence between reading comments, good or and bad, and how you do with food? So when I read this question, what I am taking out of it is the person's asking, when you're reading comments and you see a bad comment, does it make you eat? And when you see a good comment, does it make you stay on track? That's kind of what I took out of it. I could be wrong. So if I am reading that question wrong, I'm sorry. I do not read comments under my videos anymore. I have only done it one time this year, and I have been very open and honest about that. And when
has she not read all the positive comments from the Belgians or the French-speaking people? Now, I think not reading the comments is probably a good thing for Amberlynn because she does feel like she gets a lot of hate. And if she doesn't want to see the negativity, then she shouldn't engage with the comments.
Did it made me feel like utter crap. I do read comments under my community posts because that is the reason why I post on there, is for correspondence. But I cannot read the comments right now because it does mess with my mental. Like, absolutely. There has been more times than I can count when I would be sitting there reading the comments and they were just like mean over and over and over, making me feel just horrible.
So I've read a lot of the comments under some of Amber's videos when she's like, everybody's just being so mean. There were a few mean ones, yeah, but there were also a lot of supportive ones. And there were a lot of people just asking questions and a lot of people giving constructive criticism and offering tips for what they do about things. Now, does she get hate? Yes. I mentioned before on Telling Them, she got some really, really nasty comments on there that were just horrible. I wouldn't say some of those things to my worst. I wouldn't say some of those things to someone that I just really can't stand. Some of them were just awful.
Horrible about myself, and I would turn to food to numb that and to feel better. So yes, I do notice a coincidence between the two. Fourth question, what is your favorite fruit?
Correlation, not coincidence. Or I guess in her case, it'd be more causation.
Last question, when is the last time you binged? I have not binged. Oh my gosh. I think it's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I have not binged. So there is a such thing as someone who binges versus someone who has binge eating disorder. Those two things can happen separately. And what I mean by that, and what I've recently learned, and actually what my psychologist has told me as well, is that you don't have to have binge eating disorder to binge on occasion.
Right.
I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just not going to get into that. And there were times during my appointments with my psychologist where she did present me with, it sounds to me like you just binge on occasion. And you know what? I think I used binge eating disorder as a crutch and as an excuse.
So Amberlynn diagnosed herself with binge eating disorder several years ago. But when she started this program, she said they also diagnosed her with binge eating disorder. Has the psychologist changed her, or did the psychologist, because she's not seeing her anymore, change her mind after spending 10 months with Amberlynn?
And ultimately, as denial, and I just didn't want to be like my parents. And that's really sad that I was in such denial and I didn't want to call myself an addict. And the reality is, I am addicted to junk and I'm addicted to takeout. And that's just the reality. I'm so mad at past Amberlynn. Even the Amberlynn from a month ago, I'm so mad at her. And I wish she wouldn't have been in such a denial for so long and in delusional land for so long. And that is something I'm working on in private, and something I do want to share with you guys. A lot of what I do talk to you guys about, I do talk to professionals about, so don't worry, you don't have to say we'll talk to a professional about this. I just really want to document my journey, and if that includes the journey up here, then I want to include that, because I want to let people know that
it has to include your mental health and eating and any I can't speak tonight, and any disorders.
they're not alone. Things are possible. Obviously, our stories can be similar, but they're not the same. So what might work for me might not work for you, vice versa. But I know that there is a comfort feeling in not
vice versa.
feeling alone. And I felt alone for so long. And I'm still over here like on YouTube, like looking up weight loss journey, or like, you know, just things where I can feel like I can be connected to someone else. And obviously you can find that sort of comfort with people around you in real life, like I do. Like Feline is so there for me, and my mom and my aunt.
Oh God, I wonder if any of my videos have popped up in her search. And then she's seen that I've also made videos about her. Highly unlikely.
Like I have family and friends and people who are there for me, but I know that like technology is a thing, and people sometimes just want to be their little introverted self, and they want to sit in their bed or sit on their couch or sit in their office like I do, and they just want to pop on YouTube or pop on TikTok or whatever it may be, just go online and feel connected with someone else and listen to their story and stuff. And I know I'm inspired by others online, and I want people to be able to come on here and feel some sort of like connection. And I used to say all the time, I want to be an inspiration, and I still do. But more than anything, I don't want people to feel alone. I feel like I'm rambling and I don't even remember what I was talking about. I literally don't. I'm just like rambling. So I know I said I was gonna answer 5 questions, but there is another one. People were wondering if I went to a weight loss seminar online or if I did it in person. I did it online because I know there has been some confusion, because I've been receiving Instagram messages about this. People think that my weight loss appointment was a seminar. No, it was not a seminar. It was an appointment where we got to see the surgeon talk to us. We got to have a class with like dietitian, and like the insurance people were there. It was like this whole education class. And then after the class, you stayed, and that was to see the dietitian one-on-one and to ask the surgeon or the insurance people any questions. And like you saw the doctor there. Actually, they like did my blood pressure, and I got my weight there. So yeah, no, it was not a seminar, because I know a lot of people were confused about that. So now onto my weight. So last Sunday I was 515.0 after losing 5 pounds that week. So yay me. Okay. And today I was 508.2. So that's 6.8 pounds.
That's excellent. Look at what not ordering takeout and fixing your food at home can do for you, Amberlynn. That is excellent, being down to 508. That is wonderful. I'm really happy to see that.
Down in 1 week. So that's pretty much 7 pounds, but we can call it 6.8 because I like to be right on the dot there. So I'm down 6.8 pounds this week, and I am very, very proud of that. I know weight tends to come off a little bit quicker in the beginning, because
it absolutely will, especially at her size, depending on what she's eating. Since we're not having any what I ate today videos and she's not tracking calories, we don't really know. But if the dietitian would give her a plan for here's what you can eat each day, or here's options for each meal for each day, and the dietitian knows what those calorie ranges are, I think that could work for Amberlynn.
water weight and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just feeling really good. Like I'm eating all my meals at home. I know I showed a snack plate in my last vlog. That is actually a meal. I just call it a snack plate because it feels very like snacky. So when I feel snacky, I wait for that sensation. Sorry, I have like hair stuck to my lip gloss. There it is. It was like making my face tickle. So if I'm feeling snacky that day, I don't like to snack throughout the day because it's a triggering thing. So I save that like sensation and that feeling for when I'm hungry and when it's time to actually eat a meal. And that is when I make my snack plate charcuterie board, and I have that as a meal because I know I showed that in some of my recent vlogs. That's an actual meal that I'm eating. It's not just like I graze over it through the day. No, it's not a snack, nothing like that. But it is.
It's kind of a snack. I mean, but if she's having a snack like meal, I guess. I mean,
snack things like nuts, fruits, you know, cheese stick, things like that. So that is why I call it a snack plate. So I usually just have one of those a day, and then for my 2 other meals I'll just like cook something. And I do want to do a few like what I ate today videos, but I didn't want to like start this way of eating and then just like automatically do what I ate today videos. I wanted to wait until I was in a routine and I knew that this was working for me, because you guys know I've done what I ate today videos in the past where it was like day 1 of a weight loss journey and then I would like fail. I wanted to be more successful in what I was doing so I can confidently show you guys, yeah, this is what I'm eating and this is how I'm losing weight. Another thing, as you guys know, I am a little bit of a sodic, what?
a sodic, yes.
I was trying to say a soda addict and I said sodic. Okay. I was drinking like 4 to 5 cans like this a day, and the dietitian at the weight loss clinic said, let's get you down to 2 a day. So I was doing 2 a day for a bit, and now I'm doing 1 a day. So I'm very.
I like my cherry Coke Zero. It's hard to find it in cans. I might have 1 bottle or 1 can a day. Some days I don't have any.
Very, very proud of that change. And another change, I was drinking like no water, like at all. And my goal is 64 ounces. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard for me to get that 64 ounces. So at first I started, like I was only doing like 30 ounces a day.
It's hard.
And now I'm up to around like 40 to 50. So we're slowly, like things are changing and moving and working. And
you're not used to drinking water. It's a challenge to get that much water in each day. You really have to remind yourself to do it, because I also start out my day with like 3 cups of coffee. I need to be throwing some water in there once I get my water filter changed on my fridge. I need to do that tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'm getting kind of tired. But
Ruven, we're doing the thing, and I'm feeling really good, you guys. I have never felt more confident in my decision for weight loss surgery and for just like sticking to a program. I am taking away all of my control and I'm giving it to somebody else. And I trust the surgeon. I trust these dietitians. I trust this program wholeheartedly. I'm just feeling good. I know I keep saying that in like every video I'm like editing and I'm like, Amberlynn, you say that every day. You're just feeling good. Good for you. Now stop showing off. Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Showing off.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this weigh-in video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
All right. Well, Amberlynn's down to 508 point something or another. That's really good. I'm super happy to see her making progress on the scale. I just hope she can maintain it, because we've seen this before, of course. This whole discomfort thing, I don't know where this came from. I mean, this isn't, like I said previously, this isn't some mind-blowing, just don't eat it. I mean, maybe for some people it is. If you're not hungry, don't eat. I mean, saying no to that doesn't seem like some huge revelation. But, you know, I think I rambled about everything I needed to during the video, so, you know, do all that YouTube-y stuff, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Share if you want. I don't know why you would, but share. Yeah, we're trying to get to 300 subscribers. Wait, I already hit 300. We're trying to get to 500, I think. Yes, I hit 300 a couple of weeks ago. Thank you so much, all of you. Let's aim for 500 for this year. I think we can do it, folks. I think we can do it. Be strong. But all that being said today, I hope you have an amazing week. And until next time, be safe and take care.